Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mayo Spartans scrimmage, second scrimmage of the year. The first game will be between Mayo Spartans and Hastings as the Spartans make their way to the arena on a new clean sheet of ice. Hastings just finished their game against Red Wing, so they'll be relatively warmed up. So we're going to take a little pause during the warm-ups, and we'll come right back with the game action. Here we go with the puck drop. That face-off is won by Mayo Spartans. Villarama up to Ollie Birch, who dumps it into the zone. And Mayo Spartans scrum for it in the corner. Nobody quite able to get a handle on it. Big tumble over there in the half wall. Long pass across to Ollie Birch, just misses the mark. Ethan Daniels after it. In control is Hastings. Hastings wheeling through the neutral zone. They gain the blue line. That goes down into the corner. That's finally collected by Ollie Birch. He gives a nice breakout pass to his brother, and Liam will dump it in for the change. Controlled by the Hastings goaltender, wrapped around the near side of the boards. Checked by Finn Morey. That puck's not able to quite be kept in by Hendrickson. Hastings will dump it down into the zone. Offsides waved. Back to collect it is Sean Daniels. He'll go D to D. Long pass from Kalura up to Hendrickson, just off his skate. Finds its way into the zone. And up the near side boards. Hastings breaking out through the neutral zone. Defended there by Sean Daniels, forces him wide. That pass is going to come out to the point. Back down into the corner for Hastings. Big scrum there in the corner. He's able to quite kick it out. Puck still free. Finally, Morey digs it out. He'll get the breakout pass up to the half wall. Finds his back on his stick. And they'll skate it out to the neutral zone. Now controlled by Hastings defenseman. Long stretch pass. Big hit there on the blue line by Youssef to prevent a zone entry. Up through the neutral zone. Gathering it is Johnny Kaszmarzinski. Working with Christofferson. Christofferson takes a check. Trying to dig it out there. Christofferson now with it. Back down into the corner for Hastings. Defenseman looking up ice. That one's going to be a long icing waved off. Hodge there to collect it. He takes a check, but is able to escape it and get it out. Flying down the left is Kaszmarzinski. Gives it back to Hodge down into the corner. Brings it around the boards. Looking for Christofferson there. Oh, that one, he's looking for Hodge. And on that quick pass from Johnny Kaszmarzinski, misses the mark, intercepted by Hastings. Now Hastings with an opportunity on the blue line, shot in the goal. Costly giveaway at the top of the circles, just inside the blue line, leads to Hastings' first goal. It'll be 1-0 with 21-27 remaining in the first period. Yeah, we'll have to see how Mayo bounces back after that goal. Pretty back and forth until just a mistake at the blue line. Now back to the action. Mayo down in their zone behind the net. That's Villarama with it, looking for the breakout pass. It's behind Ethan Daniels. Goes the length of the ice, but no icing. Hastings looking to break out. Big check there by Villarama to keep it out of the zone. Back to get it is Hagen. Nice to have Hagen back. He's going to go D to D. Villarama now goes back to Hagen. That'll just skip over his stick. Hastings now with it again. Shot, save. We'll get a face off to the near side of Johnston. And a line change. Face off to Mayo's end. That one's one. Lammers with it. Nice breakout pass there. Skips over a stick down into the Hastings zone. After it is Christopherson. That breakout pass misses the mark for Hastings. Will go the length of the ice. A wave off ice. Big hit there by Huseth. That puck will escape the zone. Ooh, they're bothered by Christopherson. Back to the defenseman for Hastings. They try to go D to D. That misses the mark. Clambers in after it. Now the Hastings going D to D, looking for the long breakout pass. They'll have to reverse course. Back around the goaltender to the near side half wall. Big check there by Clark. That one's kept in the zone. Long pass out to the D. That's Huseth with it now. Shot on not deflection. Just goes over the top of the net. And that attempt on the wrap around to get it out in front is foiled by the Hastings, and they'll find their way into the zone. Long shot there, goes up and out of play. We're going to face off to the far side of Johnston. With 18:56 remaining in the first period, it's 1-0. Right, Hastings. That defensive pass will go down and around the corner, controlled by Mayo, still in the corner, not able to quite break out. That's a little fan on it from the Hastings top of the circle. Finally, Mayo will bang it out, get down into the Hastings zone, collected by their defenseman. Tries to wrap it around. Kalura there first, skips over his stick, and Hastings out of the zone cleanly. Back for a 2-on-1. Shot saved by Johnston. Finds its way behind the net. Picking it up is Morey. He'll get it to the half wall to Kalura. Kalura across to Hodge. Up to Hendrickson. That'll bounce off his stick. Back down into the Mayo zone. Hank Holton for it. He tries to reverse course. Up at the top of the circle, one of the Hastings players. They get a couple of shots on net. And we're going to face off to the near side of Johnston with 17:44 remaining. So 1-0. Hastings Raiders finding the mark on a mistake inside the blue line. They're at it again. Bottom of the circle. Saved by Johnston. Lost it for a second. Finally found it. Is picked up by Villarama. Nice breakout pass there to Liam Birch. Back to Villarama. He breaks on into the zone. Down through the slot. There's Birch. Shot and a save by the Raider goaltender. Nice sequence of plays there. Villarama to Liam Birch leads to a Mayo opportunity, and we're going to face off to the far side of the Raider goaltender. Taking the face off is Daniel. Shot. That one just misses the mark. Comes out to the half wall, kept in neatly by Villarama. Down along the half wall, fighting for it is Birch. That's Ollie Birch. Still a scrum for it in the corner. Finally picking it up. It's Ethan Daniels. He'll wheel around the net, looking for this defenseman. At the top of the circle, he'll fire it. That one just whistles wide. Ollie Birch on over to long shot. That one's right over the top of the net, kept in by Villarama. Down into the corner. After it is Ethan Daniels. Top of the circle shot and a save by the goaltender. Collected by Birch. Ooh, that one is gloved off by the Raider goaltender, and we'll get a new set of skaters for both sides with 15:45 remaining in the first period. To take the face off is Fionn Piddock. That was one behind the net of the Raider goaltender, but kept in. Ooh, almost kept in, not quite. Now fighting for it at the line. Big shot there by Johnny Kaczmarzinski, and that'll be gloved by the Raider goaltender again. So a flurry of activity for the Mayo Spartans leads to a couple of opportunities, but the Raider goaltender up to the task. Fionn Piddock ready to take the draw once again. That one goes right around Johnny Kaczmarzinski. Say that 5 times fast. And dumped in by the Raiders. Looking up ice. There's the breakout pass. Find their way in through the neutral zone. Fighting each other for a bit, but finally dumping it down into the zone. Kashmarzinski and Christopherson. Now after is Pittock. That one behind the net. For checking is Christopherson. He loses a stick, allows the Raider defenseman to skate it through the neutral zone, out of his zone. Poked away there. Pittock picks it up. Looking for the breakout pass. He's going to a saucer pass. That's behind Christopherson. Raiders pick it off at the blue line. Their intercept was Daniels. Bounces over his stick and finally backhanded on into the zone by Pittock, and they'll get a change. Stretch pass availability here. So they're catching Mayo on a change. Fortunately, Mayo able to get back and cover. Now down into the Mayo Spartans corner. Picking it up is Anderson. Give it up off the half wall. Now skating through the neutral zone. Mayo Spartans gain the line. After it is Ollie Birch. Lammers chasing. Escape him with a pass up the half wall. Bounce it out, and that'll go the entire length of the ice, but no icing. Waved off yet again. Anderson picks it up. A pass just misses the mark. Now Hastings with it at the top of the circle. Defending through a couple of Mayo Spartans. Finally picked up there by Ollie Birch. That'll be dumped in on that backhander. And the Spartans will get another change. Chasing after this Kalura. The stretch pass for Hastings on the near wall. Defended neatly by Hodge. And now Hendrickson. Hendrickson up to Kalura. Kalura gains the red line. Now the zone. Off the half wall. It's intercepted. The Raiders try to clear, but Villarama there. Shot. That one's blocked in front. Morian after it. He'll give it back to Hodge. Long shot hits a skate. Bounces off the wall. Villarama now with it. He'll wheel. Good escape move there. Back to Mori. Mori, long shot. That one misses the mark wide. Hodge keeps it in. He'll go down deep. Hendrickson looking back for Hodge. On that backhander, now the Raiders look to break out, but Mayo able to keep it in yet again. Good forecheck here by the Spartans. Up to Kalura. Kalura looking for Mori. Mori shot. That one just off the stick. And they'll get a long stretch pass just behind Villarama. An opportunity for the Raiders. Unable to handle it. It goes down into the corner. Villarama looking for Hendrickson. Pass is just outside his reach. The Raiders will get there first. Mori there to pick it off and gain the zone. Escape move there, looking for Birch. Birch with the opportunity. That one just wide. Now the puck rung around them. Mayo's gotten another change. 2-on-1 here. Nice body there. Just evades it from Huseth. Check. Looking for Birch. Birch will chase after it, and the goaltender will cover it up. And we'll get another face-off in the Raider end. Again, it's 1-0 if you're just joining us with 11:30 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Hastings Raiders. Now out there, Ethan Daniels for the face-off. That one's won by the Raiders. They'll ring it around the near side boards. You set there to keep it in. Bounces over his stick, but sent in again to the Raiders zone. And the goaltender doesn't like the look of that. So he'll cover it up, and we'll get a face-off to the near side of the Raider goaltender with 10:53 remaining in the first. For scrimmage purposes, it's running time. And there'll be 2 periods played. Oh, Ethan Daniels with a bad angle shot, but it causes the goaltender to lose his stick. Into the corner, battling for it was Liam Birch. Picked off by Hodge. Oh, he was looking for, that's Ollie Birch on the backside. Just missed the mark. Now the Raiders control it. That was defended. And that one hits Daniels in the head. Finally, Ollie Birch able to get it. His backhanded pass is intercepted and sent into the Spartan zone. Wrapped around the near half wall. Shot and a save by Johnston. Opportunity for Hastings there in the slot with 9:52 remaining in the first. We'll get another change. That's Clark to take the face-off. Puck drop. Nobody quite able to get the handle on it. Finally, Clark comes away with it. He'll backhand it out through the neutral zone. After it are the Raiders defensemen. They go D to D, looking up ice. Ooh, a misplay there. Opportunity shot and a save. That was Christofferson off the mishandle from the defenseman. And a great pass by Johnny Kaszmarzinski to find him in the slot. But the Raiders goaltender up to the task. We're going to face off to the far side. The Raiders goaltender with 9:04 remaining in the first period. Again, 1-0 Raiders. Clark for the draw. That one's won by the Raiders. They go around the half wall, up through the neutral zone. That'll force Mayo to come all the way back. After it, there was Hagen. He's looking up ice for Johnny Kaszmarzinski. Stolen away by the Raiders, but almost re-intercepted by Christofferson. He'll play the body there to try to force the forecheck. Back on Christofferson's stick. Now the Raiders. Now back to Mayo Spartans. Long shot there by Hagen. Now the Raiders come on out 2-on-2. Defended beautifully there by Hagen. He's looking up ice. Big hit there by Clark. Oh, wow, and a body slam there. And the referee says no penalty. But I believe Clark is going to feel that one in the morning. Long shot down into the corner, far corner for the Mayo Spartans. Intercepted now by the Raiders at the half wall. Looking out to the point. High F3, wheeling around the top of the circle. Looking to escape Pittock. Long shot from the point. That one's blocked. Taking one for the team is Christofferson. Finally comes out to the neutral zone. Raiders go D to D, looking to re-attack. Missing a check there by Lammers. Christofferson lays the lumber. Raiders able to roll it around the boards. Still keep it in the zone. Finally cleared by Hagen. That'll go the length of the ice. The goaltender came out to play it. Lammers there. He's going to dump it right back in. Pittock after it. Again, that half wall there. Intercepted by Lammers. He was looking for Birch. But still bouncing around after it is Liam Birch. Who loses an edge in the corner. A little blows his tire. He'll bounce around. Finally find a stick of Huseth. He makes a long shot, and that one's defended by the goaltender. Now behind the net. Looking out front. Pittock in into the corner. Looking for the centering pass shot. Save. And the Raiders don't like the proximity of Liam Birch to the goaltender, so they'll take him down in front, and we'll get a line change for both teams. Face off to the near side of the Raider goaltender. Face off to be taken by Morey. In the shooting position is Hendrickson. Left side with Kalura. That face off's one to the half wall. Raiders collect it. They try to go around. That one's offsides. We'll get a face off just outside the Raiders zone. 5:53 remaining in the first period. Morey for the face off. Faced off one to Kalura. He jumps it into the zone collected by the Raiders. They're going to come to neutral ice. They gain the Spartans end. Shot from the dot. That one's saved by Johnston. For the breakout pass. Skips over a stick. There's a battle for it on the half wall. Finally, high chip out of the zone through the neutral zone. Raiders looking to go D to D. Now back to the defensive partner. Looking to cut it out. Intercepted by Morey. Now Morey down around the corner. He'll do an escape move looking for a centering pass. Nobody home. Now out to the point. Kalura with a long shot. That one just misses the mark. Now after it is Hendrickson. He'll ring it around the boards. Morey there first. Get it back ultimately to the point. That one's kept in by Kalura. Kalura now with an opportunity. Shot. That one just high and wide. Kept in there by Anderson. Finally cleared into the bench by the Raiders. And we'll get a change of lines and a new face-off inside the zone on that clearing pass into the Raider bench. Taking the face-off is Ethan Daniels. Sits in the dot for a minute, finally won by the Raiders. They'll go up the far side wall. Finally break out. It's a 2-on-2 for the Raiders the other way. Long shot, stick save by Johnston. Raiders come right back into the zone. Looking for the slot pass. It's broken up nicely. Villarama there down the defense. Now from the top of this slot, walking the blue line. Shot and a save by Johnston on that long shot from the blue line. Had a lot of time. Could visualize it. So we'll get a face off to the near side of Johnston with 3:36 remaining in the first period. Face off, one to the half wall. Now down to the corner. Looking up ice, Suseth. That one will be deflected up and out of play by Liam Birch. And we'll get a face off to the far side of Johnston. No clear face-off winner there. Finally gathered by Ollie Birch, gives it to his brother. Here comes Ollie with shot. Sorry, that was gathered by Liam, gives it to his brother Ollie. Ollie in the corner looking down the slot, shot, the save. Golden opportunity there for Johnny Kashmarzinski, and it's right into the breadbasket, and we'll get a face-off to the near side of the Raider goaltender. 2:36 remaining in the first. Great opportunity there for the Mayo Spartans on an excellent forecheck. And taking the face-off will be Clark. Clark puts it between the legs. Big hit there. Shot the goal on the backside. So Gavin Clark puts it in the dot, puts it between the centerman for the Raiders' legs, and finds Christofferson on the backside of the net, and it'll be 1-1. With 1:54 remaining in the first period, it's 1-1 off of that Christofferson goal with the feed from Clark off the faceoff. Faceoff won by the Spartans. Now down into the zone in the corner, collected by the Raiders defenseman. They go up the half wall. There's Hodge to try and keep it in. That one escapes both him and Christofferson. Back the other way. Down into the corner. Shot into this, or pass into the slot is defended. Hodge there to pick it up. We'll go off the half wall. And whistle for a high stick. It looks like a high stick on our number 62 for the Hastings Raiders. And we're going to face off in the Hastings end. And again, scrimmage rules apply, so no power play. Face off there was Fionn Piddock. That finds its way out to Hank Holt, sends it back down into the corner. After it there is Ethan Daniels. He'll get it out to the point. Long shot. Rebound. Oh, very close for Lammers as he sprawled to try and get the puck on the stick. Another opportunity for Piddock from the feed. Now out to Villarama. Villarama with a long shot, and that one's into the breadbasket. Another great opportunity for the Mayo Spartans on some nice passing and some sacrificial play from the wings to get the puck out into the net, or get opportunities. So that'll do it for the first period. We'll have a very short and brief intermission, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, Spartans fans, to the second period. Again, this will be 25-minute running time. Game's all tied up 1-1. And both coaches going over some of the finer points before the second period. Now the referees demanding some efficiency so that we can get the second game in. Couple of last second coaching points and we'll get the face off. It looks like we'll do, okay. So to start this period, we'll be doing power play penalty kill. So Mayo Spartans out for their power play. Controlling it are the Spartans. Villarama looking down to the half wall, looking to cycle. Looking up top. Sean Daniels. It's down low. Ooh, skips over the stick from Birch's pass. Shot, rebound, save, rebound, goal. Beautiful goal by Ethan Daniels right on the doorstep. Works his way right down low. Finds the puck on the back door after some excellent passing by the Mayo Spartans to work it around. And it'll be 2-1. So the format of this particular part of the period will go 7.5 minutes each side. So the Spartans will be on a 7.5-minute power play. That faceoff's won by Hastings. Down into the corner behind the net, controlled there by Brandt. Breakout pass tipped by the Raiders. Hodge finally gets it. Morey into the zone and just off sides. And we're going to face off just outside the zone. As they were looking to do a little scissors play with Klura along the side. Faced off one by Hastings. Sent the length of the ice there to play it is Brandt. Gathering it is Sean Daniels. He looks up ice, makes a nice decision there. Up to Hodge. Hodge dumps it in. That'll go around the back of the net. There's Intermission. That one skates along the top side of the boards. Back out to the point. Ooh, just misses Sean Daniels' stick. That'll go to the length of the ice. Brandt there to play it. Hendrickson in there to chase it. Daniels there to collect it. Looking up ice. That one's off Hodge's stick. The Raiders go D to D. After it is Birch. That Pass by Huseth, misses the mark. Brandt up to Birch on the long stretch pass. Birch loses the handle on it. Raiders will pick it up and send it the length of the ice once again. But back to pick it up is Villarama. Villarama looks up ice. He'll find Daniels. Daniels with the head of speed, trying to escape the Raiders defenseman. He'll get hip checked, but the Mayo Spartans control. That's Ollie Birch looking for Liam Birch. Back up to Hagen. Long shot, misses the mark. Back to Hagen on the half wall. Hagen controls to Villarama, to Birch. Back out to Villarama. Daniels tries to keep that in, and the Raiders will get to the corner first and send it the length of the ice. Villarama learns to set up. To the near side. It's poked away. Villarama recollects it. Tumble there on the near wall. Hagen sends it in deep. That'll wrap around and be sent the length of the ice once again. There to collect it is Daniels. Daniels looks for Morey. Morey back to Daniels. Daniels looks up ice. He'll find Hodge. Hodge streaking through the neutral zone. That one's poked away from him. He'll recollect. Back D to Daniels. Back to Hodge. Hodge makes a nice move there, looking to get it to Morey. It's behind him, and it'll be bounced out to the neutral zone. Finally picked up there by Huseth. Makes a nice move at the blue line. Looks across the slot. Shot and a save by the Raider goaltender. He had Morey breaking on the far side. We'll get a face-off to the near side of the Raider goaltender with 20:34 remaining and a couple more minutes remaining on the power play. That one won by the Raiders, but kept in there nicely by Daniels. Daniels now with it. He walks the line. Looks for Hendrickson. Hendrickson back to Daniels. Daniels on the half wall. Over to Hendrickson. Long shot there. That one just misses the mark. And that'll be sent the length of the ice. That was Hodge with the blast on that one-timer. Daniels sends it cross ice up to Morey. Morey makes a nice move there to gain the zone. Lost it momentarily. Hodge there to pick it up. Stolen away again by the Raiders. Here comes Daniels. Daniels far side to Hendrickson. Hendrickson looks up ice. No offsides. They gain the zone. Down low there to Hagen. Hagen shot deflects out into the slot. Long shot there by Hendrickson. Just misses the mark. Daniels after it. He'll get it up to Villarama. Villarama back to Daniels. Back to Villarama. Long shot right to the basket of the Raider goaltender, and we're going to face off to the near side, and maybe a small cross check from the Raiders as they maybe took offense to the presence of Mr. Huseth. It looks like the Raiders will now go on the power play. The Mayo Spartans on the penalty kill. After 7 minutes and 30 seconds was the switch. So the Spartans on a 7-minute and 30-second kill here. Faced off one by the Raiders. Poked away. 2-1 Spartans for those of you just joining with 18:25 remaining in the second period. Spartans just completing their power play, gaining one goal on the 7.5-minute power play, and now on the penalty kill. 18:08 remaining in the first, or the second rather, of this double header. Spartans taking on the Red Wingers next. Clark for the faceoff. Faceoffs won by the Spartans, sent the length of the ice, played by the Raiders goaltender. Stalking is Christofferson. He'll wisely back off. Get in a lane. Ooh, mishandled there. Almost Christopherson able to pick it up. Raiders forced to regroup. That one sent the length of the ice and Holton after. Send it around the boards. Bounces up to the top of the circle. Now down to the half wall. Now to the corner. Opportunity for the Raiders. That one sneaks through the slot. No harm, no foul. Now a scrum in the corner. Raiders able to control. Out to the point. Stalked there by Anderson. That one will be sent up and into the bench of the Mayo Spartans. Off of Anderson's clearing attempt, and we'll get a face-off down in the Mayo Spartans zone to the far side of Colton Brand. That face-off's won again by Hastings. Back to the point. Now down to the top of the circle, half wall shooter. Shot, deflection, and out of play. And we'll get another face-off to the near side of Colton Brand. With 16:21 remaining in the second period, it's 2-1 Mayo Spartans. Spartans getting an even strength goal and a power play goal. Nice clearing attempt there by the Spartans. That'll go the length of the ice. Kalura looking to get in a lane. Raiders come up the near side. We'll ring it around the boards. After it was Daniels. Kalura just hops over his stick. Now down into the corner. Youssef chasing. Now they'll regroup. Spartans keeping the Raiders to the outside. Now the long point pass. Down, trying to get it down low into the corner. That clearing attempt by Youssef is intercepted by the Raiders. Now back out to the point. Down to the half wall. Looking for the cross ice pass, but that one will be picked off and sent the entire length of the ice by Johnny Kaczmarzinski. As the Raiders skate back up ice, Lammers forces the pass. Raiders gain the zone. After it is Johnny K. And Villarama there defending in the corner. Oh, nice little stick there by Johnny. He forces the Raiders back. They'll go D to D to D. That one's intercepted by Hodge. Pitok there. He'll lift it up and get it into the Raiders zone. Nice play there by the Spartans. Good discipline. Finding their opportunity to jump the play. Now Villarama in after it. That bouncing puck. They look down low. That one's intercepted by Joe Villarama once again. And he'll get a much needed break. And a set of skaters. Beyond Pitok out there. He backs off, forces the cross ice pass. Lammers there defending. He'll force a bad pass. Go down into the corner. Controlled by Mayo, wrapped around. There first is Hagen. Sent it down behind the net. Raiders now back out to the point. Top of the circle. That one's deflected. That's Hodge there first. Couldn't quite gain the handle on it. The Raiders able to hold. Now back to the point. Down low, looking for that slot pass. That one bounces around the middle for a while. Intercepted by Hodge. Kept out of harm's way. Pitok after it on the half wall. Wheeling and dealing out of the corner. The Raiders. Still working from the corner. Now they go deep around the back of the net. Back out to the top of the slot. Point. That shot from the top of the circle. Fielded nicely by Colton Brandt. Raiders still in control. Backside attempt. Defended very well there by Hagen. Now down low. Hodge there to get a stick on it. Keep it to the outside. Good discipline by the Spartans. Nice block there by Pitok. Out onto the corner. Good patience. Hodge defending. Now finally the Spartans able to get a handle on it, finally clear. An excellent job by the Spartans there. No real great shots by the Raiders. They found a way to get sticks in lanes and disrupt any offensive attack. Now it's sent the length of the ice and will be covered up by Colton Brandt. We'll get a face-off to the near side of far side of Brandt with 12:18 remaining in the first period with a fresh set of skaters. So we're going to go back to 5-on-5. The Spartans able to kill off the 7.5-minute penalty. 2-1 Spartans. They were able to capitalize on at least one goal on the power play. We go back to 5-on-5. Narrowly escaping a stick of one of the Raiders there. Finally, he'll hop out to the neutral zone after it is Liam Birch. Ollie there to help him out. Raiders will go cross ice, looking for the chip into the zone, collected by Hank Holton. Holton back up to Daniels. Daniels making a move around the Raiders. He's still with it as Ethan Daniels. He'll get slashed down. No call there. Long shot from the point, nearly tipped in by Birch. Birch with it. Daniels there to help. Sneaking down is Hank Holton. Digging it out finally is Ethan Daniels. Long shot. Ooh, just narrowly misses Liam Birch's tip attempt. Now skating all the way back is Ethan Daniels. Good speed there to hold the zone. Swing and a miss in front. Brandt collects it. Gives it over to Hank Holton. Hank Holton looking up ice. That one just misses the mark. And it'll be offsides. We'll force the issue at the blue line. With 10:29 remaining in the second period, Spartans 2, Hastings Raiders 1. Ben Morey for the faceoff. In the dot, won by the Raiders. Sent down along that deep half wall, near corner, near side. Bouncing puck finally finds Huseth's stick. He'll make one man miss, looking up ice, looking for Kalura. Kalura looking for Morey, finds Morey, breaking in. He was looking for a breaking Hendrickson. Hendrickson now out of the corner. If it's Morey, he'll take a big check there. That one's batted down. They get the tag up and they're right back at it. After it's Morey. Made his check. It'll squeak by the half wall, find its way to the middle. Kalura there with a good stick to keep it in the neutral zone. Big check there. D-to-D pass, looking up ice. He had Christopherson breaking. Huseth with it still. Get knocked away from him. Found the stick of Clark. Long shot in the slot. Saved by Brandt. Now Christopherson with it. He'll get dumped upended there in the neutral zone. And the Raiders come right back into the zone. Shot through or pass through the slot. That one's defended nicely by the Spartans. So Cash Marcinski to Christopherson and will be offsides. I believe Johnny K entered just a bit early. With 8:44 remaining in the second period, we're going to get a face-off just outside the zone. It'll be Clark for the draw. Like controlled by the Raiders. Breakout pass finds its mark, and now we got a 2-on-1 the other way. That one's defended beautifully by Hagen on that cross-ice pass. You young kids at home, 2-on-1. What do you take? You take the pass. D-to-D pass there is intercepted now. Working down into the zone. Shot and a save. That was Johnny Kashmarzinski, and they'll cover it up. And we're going to face off to the near side of the Raider goaltender. It'll be Morey for the face-off. He's got Hendrickson to his right, Lammers to his left. Faced off there in the middle. Finally cleared by the Raiders. Played well there by Villarama. For the wraparound, collected by the Raiders. Back out to the point. Shot, long attempt, but he had a man on the backside of the net. Skates over his stick. Mayo looks to break out. It's Villarama looking for the breakout pass. Finds Lammers. Lammers gets it out to neutral. Check there. Villarama able to collect on that. Stand by Lammers. As the Raiders send it back down into the zone. Morey able to defeat that play. He'll get it over to Lammers. Lammers now breaking in on the left. Looking for the pass. Ooh, he had Morey on the backside. And Hendrickson. Another opportunity for that line. Couple more shots. I think they had about 5 swipes at it there. Goaltender up to the task. Now out of the corner. Poked away by the Raiders. That'll be wrapped around. Hodge with a long shot. Another chance. Sent back down on net by Anderson. And that'll be a face-off to the far side of the Raider goaltender after a flurry of activity from the Spartans. Not quite able to find the back of the net. 2-1 Spartans with 5:43 remaining in the second. Daniels for the face-off. One by the Raiders. 1-on-2. Trying to make a move around Sean Daniels. Daniels defends that one nicely down into the corner harmlessly. He'll gather it and send it around to the net. Skating up ice. Ollie Birch. Ollie Birch with the head of speed. Gives it back to Daniels. Daniel, nice little nifty move there to evade a couple of checkers. He'll get it down into the corner. Liam Birch and Daniels working to get the puck free. That one's poked out. Sean Daniels able to help it out. He'll send a very narrow angle shot on net, and the Raiders are going to come away with a 2-on-1 shot. Oh, a beautiful save by Brandt, and then off the pipe. Sean Daniels getting a little bailout by his goaltender. Ooh, there that by Huseth is deflected out, comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Picking it up there in the middle are the Raiders. They'll send it down into their zone. After it is Morey. They'll put on the brakes. They look to break out. That one's kept in the zone. That's Hank Holden keeping it in. Morey able to pick it up. He's looking out front. They'll send it back to the point. That's Kalura. Kalura looking for the maybe shot pass. That was Hendrickson on the side, but the Raiders able to break it out. They'll go for the far side pass defended by Holden. The defensive stand there. Morey able to chip it out to the middle. And down into the corner goes Hendrickson. Hendrickson looking for the centering pass. Long shot there by Holden. He's defended by the Raiders. Goaltender able to block it. We'll get a face-off in the zone. To the near side of the Raiders goaltender. Mayo Spartans still leading 2-1. I guess that'll be outside the zone. Gavin Clark for the draw. East entering Christofferson and Cash Marcinski. Long pass up for the Raiders. They streak through the neutral zone. Still with the head of speed, looking for the centering pass. That one was defended well by Hodge. Back out to the point. That one fanned on. Christofferson looking to chip it out. Doesn't quite make it. Now collected by Hodge. Hodge to Christofferson. Christofferson cross ice to Cash Marcinski. He breaks into the zone. And big hit there. As the Raiders look to clear, it'll come out D to D. Pass by Gavin Clark finds Christopherson. He'll send it into the zone after it is catch Marzinski. Hodge now down low as he jumped up into the play. Keeping it on the half wall. They'll clear it out through the neutral zone. That'll miss Gavin Clark and be all the way down the end. No icing. Clark. That long pass is intercepted by the Raiders. Big hit in the slot. They're not going to allow him to take a shot. Hodge after it. It's a skate in the middle and skating out and dumping it in finally is Johnny Kashmarczyk. So come up the near side wall. Now, first, looking for that long pass to the winger, kept in by the Spartans. Turning around, here's Kalura. Kalura with an opportunity. That pass, the shot is broken up. That one was sneaked by Sean Daniels. We got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Piddock hustling back to prevent a 3-on-1. Long shot there. Has deflected up and out of play. And we're going to face off to the near side. Brand. Now a face-off down into the corner, controlled by the Raiders, back out to the point. Intercepted there, forced out through the neutral zone. After it was Birch. On the half wall is Birch. I'll sneak over his stick. Youssef takes an elbow up top. John Daniels looking to ring it around, takes a huge hit behind the net. Youssef there, he looks to reverse course back to Daniels. Daniels back to Youssef. Youssef looks up ice, and he'll look to chip it out. Intercepted by the Raiders defenseman. Sidestep of one of the Spartans, and they're looking for the centering pass. Opportunity there for the Raiders, but Colton Brand up to the task. Birch looking to clear it. It's kept in by the Raiders. Big hits there by the Raiders. Finally able to chip it out to neutral ice with Youssef, but they'll let it right back into the zone. And that'll do it. It's 2-1 after the Raiders apply a lot of pressure there in the last minute or so, and they'll pick up their first scrimmage win of the season by a score of 2-1. And we'll be back shortly